Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to your favorite cryptopreneurship show. My name is Paul, and today we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, we're going to be talking about altcoins, but we're also going to be talking about a new narrative that Aster coin has given birth to. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about how and why to invest in that sector. As a matter of fact, I believe this sector is going to take over by storm. If we get an alt season, this is the sector to be in, and if we don't get an alt season but we just have alts pumping, this is also the sector to be in. And if you are in loss right now, this could be your chance to recover those losses. If you are in profits right now, great, get ready to make more profits. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But before we start, as usual, tell me where you are watching from. I would really like to know two things: where you're watching from, what are you drinking? Very simple. Where you're watching from, what are you drinking? We will be looking at the charts in 1 second. I am currently in Greece. I am drinking soda water or club soda, and I'm live streaming for you from Athens. Now, I will be in Dubai at the end of the month or at the end of October, but till then I will be in Athens. And let me start by going here to the Bitcoin charts. Let's see what's going on. Now, the factor line actually flashed red today because we did break under this range over here, flashed red, and yeah, we actually went down. Now, even though we're flashing red, this is because it's a Sunday, because it's the weekend, and because we are holding this line I drew. I am not exiting. Plus, look, we have our lows here. This is our line in the sand at 107,000. And so far, it looks like we're just making a higher low over here. Okay, so we want to see how this plays out and if we can break 112,000. We're going to look for Bitcoin to break 112,000 or at least trade in this range over here for altcoins to get a breath, for altcoins to start going up. I'm not talking about alt season. Alt season, I do believe that Bitcoin at this point needs to break 117K, maybe even all-time highs and come back down and make that support. But let's see. Let's take it day by day. That said, understand that most of the profits that you will make in crypto are in a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks during the whole cycle. That's where most profits are actually in. So we could have a leg up and we could make massive profits both in Bitcoin, both in altcoins. So don't, if you are feeling depression, if you are feeling bad, if you are feeling like there's no coming back from this, there actually is a chance. You just need to be in the right coins at the right time. That's why we're going to be talking about the narrative that I see actually coming up and what to get into, or at least what I'm doing. Looking at the crypto bubbles here, this is our new altcoin portfolio. Take a screenshot. This is what altcoins I am holding right now. Most of them, not everything's listed on crypto bubbles, but these are what I'm holding most of right now and actually converted into them. We'll talk about that in a second. But altcoins not looking too good right now. We have a dump in Aster, Avante, Blue, and so on. We'll talk about these a little bit later on. But these are altcoins. Looking at the 15 minutes, just so we can have a little bit of green on screen because it looks better. It's better for our psychology. Yeah, during the last 15 minutes, even the 5 minutes, we are looking a lot better, okay? But this is purely psychological because on the daily we're down. We are seeing Solana, Ethereum, and Pump and Bitcoin giving us a daily sign that things may not be over yet, being like, they're like, hey, don't worry, we here, we got a little green for you, baby, we got a little green, but we still have to wait, okay? We still have to wait and see. So that's what I'm looking at with altcoins right now. Everything's depending on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin actually holds the support, I do believe altcoins will start flying during the week, and let's see what happens with that. By the way, I will be at Blockchain Live. I just wanted to mention this real quick. For those of you in Dubai or are coming to Dubai and have never went to a crypto event, I will be attending Blockchain Live. I won't be speaking there. I'll be covering the event. I'll be chilling out, meeting people, and I'll be video recording or covering the event, so to speak. So check it out. This is Blockchain Life over here. It's on the 28th and 29th of October. I'm going to be there a lot longer than that. I'm going on the 27th and coming back mid-November. So if you're in Dubai, maybe we can meet. But this is an event to go to. It's worth it. I do have a link in the description down below. It's not affiliate. I don't make money from this link. This link will give you, I think, a 40 or 50% discount on the tickets. But it's actually a big event. It's worth it. I'm super excited about it because I wanted to go last time, but I ended up in another event because I had some things to do. So this time I want to attend this event. It's actually a pretty big event. I'm super excited for it. Let's see how this works out. But yeah, I will be in this event. And I think ApeCon, yeah, definitely ApeCon is playing. So if you get the VIP ticket here and you actually buy the VIP ticket, you get to go to the after party, which is with ApeCon over here. Of course, I will be there eating their food, drinking their alcohol, watching the show. So if you are there, yeah, this will be pretty cool. It's premium dishes, alcohol bar. This is one of the most elite clubs in Dubai. I've never been there before. I will be going this time. Opening up at 9 o'clock or 15 minutes to 9, the performance, and then there's another performance, and the ApeCon exclusive sets at 11:45. Then is the end of the after party. So if you're there, I get to see you. That would be pretty cool. Shout out if you're coming. Again, links are in the description down below. So let's talk about this new narrative. Then I'm going to get to answer all your questions from the chat, but I want to talk about this new narrative because I believe this is an amazing or huge opportunity. We called Solana in the beginning, we called AI coins, and I do believe there's a new narrative that may actually take off, and if it takes off, it can give you massive profits or even cover your losses if you are in loss right now. So it all started, in the title of this video, I'm saying that Aster coin is just a start. Let's talk about the next 100x narrative. Aster coin is the start, but it was actually Hyperliquid. It's just like Hyperliquid never had no competition. All right, let me show you real quick, okay? This is Hyperliquid. This is a Hyperliquid chart over here, currently sitting at $44.90. I think we called this below 20. Can't remember the exact price. Maybe a subscriber or a member can let you know. But we actually made massive profits in Hyperliquid. I think we probably bought the breakout over here at 16.9, but regardless, we did very good with Hyperliquid. And the price action looks pretty strong and it can still go up, currently making support at the $40 mark. If it can hold this and break all-time highs of $58, it can go into blue sky breakout and price discovery. The thing is that Aster coin launched. Now you have to understand that both Aster coin and Hyperliquid, they're perpetual DEX. Basically, it's a decentralized DEX with perpetuals, with futures, and it has a lot more benefits than an actual DEX, like let's say MEXC. First of all, it's safer. It's much safer because you use it with your wallet. It can't really freeze your accounts or anything like that, or at least allegedly it can't do that. It's more decentralized, even fully decentralized. As a matter of fact, Hyperliquid doesn't have VC funding, or allegedly doesn't have VC funding. So it actually works that way. It's actually a lot safer than a normal decentralized exchange because you have to trust them. There's a trust factor there. Here, you control everything with your wallet. It's all smart contracts, right? And it works. It really does work. I've been using it. It works. So Aster DEX is pretty much the same thing as Hyperliquid. The only difference is Hyperliquid has Hype token, Aster DEX has Aster token, but Aster is on the Binance chain. It's on Binance chain, and even though it can actually take business from Binance, the exchange, it actually gives value to the BNB token. And this is something that CZ tweeted not too long ago, maybe even this morning or yesterday. But CZ has been really pushing this project. He's been pushing it hard. And it is an official project. It's promoted by Binance, it's promoted by CZ. CZ is involved, and he's pushing this project hard, extremely hard. And I do believe it's kind of like getting into BNB at $12. That's what it's like getting into Aster DEX right now. And I talked about this last week. I talked about this last week when Aster was at about 40 cents. I was begging you to buy. I made videos about it. I made short videos about it. I made posts about it, made another video about it, made another live stream about it, begging people to get in at 44 cents, 46 cents, 56 cents, 65 cents, 90 cents. I've been begging people to get in. They weren't getting in. Went all the way to $2. Then it went down to $1.30 and people were like, oh, you're right, look, it's going down, ha, 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 you don't know what you're talking about. Dude, I got in at 44 cents. like, wake up here. All right, crypto moves fast. Crypto moves fast, and you gotta get away from the saying, patience is a virtue. Patience is not a virtue. Impatience is. You have to be impatient so you can react to build your business nowadays, to get into crypto, to do this, to do that, but be patient to reap the rewards. Does that make sense? So impatience is an actual virtue nowadays, not patient. The world is moving too fast here. Get with the times. So Aster Dex right now is what? Currently sitting at $1.8. And I do believe this can break all-time highs of $2.3. It's not that far off. And if it does that blue sky breakout price discovery, I'm seeing this at $4, even $9, and could even go to $20 in the full-blown bull market. I mean, think about it. Aster Dex now currently sitting at 1.82 cents. And Hyperliquid is sitting at $45. Hyperliquid has what? Let's have a look. Total supply is 999 million. Hype, Aster Dex. Oh, sorry about that. That was holders. But regardless, this is something that 8 billion Aster versus what? 330. So it's 3 times as much. So I don't see why it can't get to $15, $20 when it comes to Aster Dex. Sorry, excuse me. 8 billion tokens. But basically, there's a burn coming in. They haven't announced burns yet, and so on. I do believe this can go actual high. In a full-blown bull market, a full-blown alt season, this can reach, for me, $20. But I do believe I am going to be taking profits at $4 and $9. Those are the targets I'm looking at. If it keeps on going up, great. I'll take a leverage trade. We'll see how it works out. But regardless, Aster Dex is good. So for the first time, you have to understand that for the first time, Hype has competition. All till now, all till up to this day, Hype was just in blue ocean marketing. They were just reeking in all the rewards, right? They were just taking the rewards. And this, for the first time, it actually has competition. Now, other companies have tried Solana, nowhere close to this. Okay? Hype is actually technologically more advanced than Aster, but Aster is the new kid on the block. And Aster, I know a lot of people are talking about the tech, but Aster has a couple of things over Hype. It's not just about the tech. Yes, Hype works fast, proof of concept, so on, and it will continue going up. But Aster has a few things that Hype doesn't have. Number one, you can use it and buy it in the US. You can use my link right now. It's in the chat. It's in the description down below. It's also in the chat. You can actually use that link right now and actually help the crypto factor, and I would really appreciate it, to sign up on Aster Dex and start using it, because guess what? There's also an airdrop coming. So you can use it in the US, there's an airdrop coming, and this airdrop can be bigger than Uniswap. And if you don't know if you weren't back in Uniswap, we're talking about massive potential gains. All you have to do is trade on there, hold some Aster tokens on there, refer people, doesn't matter. Just use Aster Dex. I don't really talk about about airdrop potential on this channel, but believe me, you want to sign up to Aster Dex. You want to start using it. First of all, it's great. Second of all, you can get an airdrop. Third of all, you can use it in the US. And fourth of all, you can even trade stocks on it. You can't do that on Hype. You can do that on Aster Dex, and it's still young. It's still just born. It's gonna grow. CZ's behind it. BNB's behind it. If you don't sign up, if you don't use the link and sign up right now for an airdrop that could be thousands, tens of thousands, 20 of thousands with little effort, that's on you. I warned you. If you're not buying Aster now on this dip, you missed it 44 cents when I was begging you, 65, 99, 95, sorry. It went all the way to $2. Now it's sitting at $1.30. If you don't buy it right now, it's on you. It's seriously on you. I don't know how to, like, I can explain things to you. I can't understand them for you. right? I cannot jump out of my computer, grab you by the neck, and put you down and make you buy Aster decks. Obviously, it's not financial advice. You do your own research. This shit can go to zero tomorrow. I just believe you could at least, and this is financial advice, try and get the airdrop if you were going to buy some anyway, because you have nothing to lose there. Check it out. Be careful, of course. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. But the chances of something going wrong are slim with the fundamentals in play. And yes, I'm not a fundamental guy, but you know what I'm saying, right? So again, do your own research. Not financial advice. This is not a financial advisor. Obviously, I'm just giving you my opinion here. I am not sponsored by Aster. I'm not sponsored by Hype. I'm not sponsored by any of the coins I'm going to talk about in this live stream. Full disclosure here. I do believe it's worth your attention. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you, all right? Don't say I didn't warn you. Now, let me see what else. So you have Hype. You have Aster. Now, again, Aster is on BNB. Well, the next coin, if this turns into a war, and see, a rising tide lifts all ships. So what you want to do, you want to get into other projects like this. This could be the new narrative for this alt season or for altcoins to go up. So with that said, you want to be looking at Avantis. Now, Avantis is about pretty much the same as Aster. It's going into competition. The difference is it's on base. This is a Coinbase play. And as you can see, it came up here making support right now. Previous all-time high came down here, went up, now making its support. I wouldn't be surprised if this breaks 2.2, and I wouldn't be surprised if this follows suit and goes up. And there should be a lot more to run over here because look, only 232% up compared to a lot more upside on these other projects over here. Plus 1 billion max supply here. So this is also interesting right here. So now you have Hype, then you have BNB, or BNB competing, or the Binance chain competing with Hype, with Avantis, and now you have, with Aster, and now you have Avantis on the base chain competing, but then you also have Bluefin over here. Now Bluefin is on SWI and is currently down, all right, massively here. But look, it's made this bottom over here, and yes, it's a shitty bottom, I understand, but it's starting to break out, and the only reason it's breaking out is because of this narrative. And if it can actually break 14 cents, let's call it 14 cents. Actually, I take that back. 18 cents, so let's say 20 cents psychological, it should be able to break out and re-challenge these all-time highs. Of course, there's a bit of resistance again at 24 cents-ish. Let's call it 26. So range of resistance is 20 cents to 26 cents. And if it breaks that and clears 52 cents, all-time highs was 76 cents. I don't see why it wouldn't do this if we get a full-blown alt season or a narrative rally in this sector. Bluefin can also do a lot. Also 1 billion Bluefin over here, 305 million supply, whatever. So this is something that you look at. Don't really look at market caps of these because they can be burns. There could be a whole bunch of stuff going on that we don't even know about. So these 4 coins right here, I think are going to do well. Now, there are a lot more. There probably are a lot more, and more are going to be made or created the following weeks and so on to try and grab this market share. But these 4, if you are just holding these 4, you kind of have your blue chip, you kind of have your mid caps, and you kind of have your low caps. So you have a mini portfolio in this sector, which is great. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, Paul, but if I'm holding these 3, why should I hold Hype? It's already rallied so much. Because it's the blue chip. And the play here is very simple. A lot of people are going to miss this. I want to talk to you about this. Everyone, so you'll get into Avantis instead. Get into this instead. No, you want to hold all 4. Because even though Hype might not go up as much, all it needs is a failure in any one of these over here, and it will be flight back to Hype, which is proof of concept. So you want to use Hype as your blue chip play, if you will, for this narrative, then the other ones as your mid cap and low cap. So high, mid, low. hype being your blue chip that will run regardless if this does well, but will also suck up market share real quick if some shit goes wrong with Bluefin or with Harantis or whatever. Then hype will be like, okay, we have the tech, we're in here so long, we're the ones that work. Big companies, if they do come in, they're probably going to come into hype. So hype is part of your portfolio here. Does that make sense? Now, I do have a video coming out tomorrow getting into more details. I strongly suggest you watch that video tomorrow. Don't miss that video. But with that said, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it because it takes a lot of effort, like breath, not breathing, bringing out all this information to you. Please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And I will be answering your questions one by one. So please put your questions in the chat. Let me drink some soda water and I will be answering your questions here out. By the way, before I do that, real quick, before I forget, because I want people to know what I do in my real life as well in general. If you guys want, if you think it's interesting, and you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at MCPaulD. Make sure you use the verified account over here. You can see me talking to pretty girls. You can see me talking to gorillas on stage. Generally, shirtless factor over here. What I do in my life and stuff like that. Smoking cigars, talking to pretty girls, air stewardesses, my dog, my car. Well, this is not my car. It's cars I borrow. And so on, right? So if you want to check that out, pictures of birds, if you want to see really cool pictures of birds, this is, follow me on Instagram. There should be some food pics as well. Let's move up over here. There should be some food pics. Let's see. I think this is the one. This is my week. This has been my week, okay? This is my week. On the beach. Lost like 4 or 5K at the casino in dollar amounts. Ate some really expensive food. Right, and then my Aster play here, and then finish it off with a couple of Guinness beers. Yeah, if you're interested, I don't know why you would be interested, but if you're interested in that, fine. Yeah, that's my Instagram account. And if you want more quotes, if sometimes you don't have time to watch videos, I usually post on X. That is also MCPaulD, also verified. Don't go to no scammers. And you can see different posts here, different calls, and so on. Again, if you want to see the shirtless factor right here, what better way to start your day by looking at another man's chest? It just makes sense, right? So check that out. So check that out, and yeah, that's basically MCPaulD on both accounts there, obviously. So let's see if you have any questions here. Let me drink some soda water and answer your questions. And thank you for the likes. Probably the shirtless factor gave those likes, right? If you appreciate me with no shirt, click the like button. I realize if I was a woman, if I was a girl, it would work more effectively, but you have to get a hairy chest. There's no way around it. I could shave. It's about it. I can't do much more than that, okay? All right. Let's see. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I am. Good morning. California. How will this first week look? Let's see what this week looks. This week will be very telling. Remember, line in the sand on Bitcoin is 107K. If 107K breaks, the next target is 104, but I'm pretty sure that will break. And if that breaks or becomes resistance, then I would expect 100K psychological to break as well. Sorry, I'm just burping the fuck out on this live stream. I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying, right? Gold Beach, Oregon, black coffee is the best, man. Paul, how much can Cake Coin reach till Q4? Cake? Why are we talking about Cake? Did something happen with Cake? I was used to being Cake. I rode Cake Coin all the way up. Are we talking about Pancake Swap? Wait a minute. That's the website. I mean, this is an old school coin. It could do well. It went up. Oh, okay. I see why people are getting in because of this bottom over here. I get it. But I would rather be in Avantis right now than be into Aster coin right now than be in Cake. Cake can do well, but it's an old school play. Why not be in the perpetual DEX? Why be in the swap, right? Cake has a lot of Pancake Swap has a lot of competition right now. Aster, not so much, right? It's a new narrative. Just like back then, that was a narrative. So I would rather be in Aster Coin and so on, Avantis and so on right now, rather than Cake. Connecticut, USA, guzzling coffee while I pack to move. Almost awesome, man. Hope to see you soon, bro. We need to talk, by the way. We need to talk. Check out Straight Up Crypto's channel, by the way. If you are new on crypto, check out his channel. Awesome channel. We actually work together. He's also in my VIP group. Check him out. Very knowledgeable and very good for beginners. Which coin can 2x Paul? See, Raul, you just raised a very good point here. Guys, a 2x is nothing to sneeze at right now, especially if you have a lot of small coins. If you have, let's say, 10 coins at 100, it's called about, let's talk a little bit about size positioning because this is important. If you have like more small amounts, like $50, $20, $30, even a 10x will give you what, $200, $500. It doesn't make much of a difference to your portfolio. It won't be life-changing, but it won't even make your portfolio shine. But if you combine all these into a coin that can 2x, that 2x can make a significant position in your portfolio. Because imagine, it's different having $100 in a coin that can 10x to 1,000. It's different if you combine all these coins together and have 1,000 that can go to 10K. Right? But even 2K is double than the 1,000 you would have made with that coin. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get the drift. I think I made a video about it, and you'll probably see it tomorrow. By the way, yeah, tomorrow we're going to be talking about this narrative, but I think also we're going to be talking about this, if I remember correctly, we made a video about this, or it's within the video as well, size positioning. But Raul, I would go with Aster right now because it could probably 2x, but it has the potential to 10x, if that makes sense. Henry, at the gym, awesome, man. Beetroot powder with water and zero sugar. Nice. Love it, man. Love it. I wish I could try some with you. Crypto Seth, my man. My man, Crypto Seth. Now, this is a guy that knows just the fact that he says well said. That gives me more bullishness because look, Crypto Seth made some really good calls, man. And we actually talked a couple of times. And he has some good call. Hey, Crypto Seth, man, glad you could join. Glad you could join. Stuttering already. Awesome. But yeah, man, check out his channel as well, especially for new coins and stuff. He knows what he's talking about. 39 viewing with 12 likes. Yeah, I know. Now 50 with 26 likes, but let's see if that goes up. I'm not going to sit here begging for likes. If they want to like the button, if you want to like the video, go ahead. If you want to support the Crypto Factor, go ahead, hit that like button. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. What can we do? I work for likes here. We'll make calls for likes. Aster is at coupon price, but I'm longing it. Awesome. Hey, Paul. What's up, old fella? How you doing? Div X-Ray. This is what sucks living in Canada. You basically can't buy any of it. Yes, you can. You can literally go to Aster Dex and buy Aster. It's a DEX. It's a perpetual DEX. Get on there. Use a VPN if you have to. You can. And Aster Dex actually works in America. It should work in Canada as well. Check it out. AIOs may still do well. Yes, and I'm still holding my AIOs. I did get out of PAL. I did get out of ChangeGPT. I did get out of a couple of these coins. Not because I don't believe them, not because I don't think they can run. They were just low amounts, and I would rather put them all together and make a bigger position sizing in a coin like Aster, for example. Does that make sense? That's why I did that. As a matter of fact, Seth, if you are still here, tell me your opinion on that. I would really like to know in the chat. I would really appreciate it. Chuck, what are the steps? Wallet at section to Aster. There's a few steps. I'm not really an airdrop kind of guy, but I have heard that trading on it will get you points, so you can get the airdrop. Holding on it, especially Aster, I would believe would get you the airdrop. Different things on it. I wouldn't like go out my way to do shit all day on it, but signing up to it, maybe sharing your link, definitely holding a spot position. If you're gonna buy Aster coin, use Aster Dex, why not? I mean, you have nothing to lose. And it should give you, or you should get an airdrop. Crypto Greek. Oh. Could you repeat the 4 projects again? I just joined the live stream. Yeah. Yes, I can, but please make sure to watch again for context. So I'll tell you them right now. I don't have a problem. I have no issue whatsoever. You don't have to watch the live stream. I'm not going to be like, no, watch it so I can get watch time. No. I'll tell you the projects right now. Aster, Hyperliquid as the blue chip, Aster Coin, Avantis, and Bluefin. That's the narrative play. But please, 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 for your own good, not for me. Watch time from one person won't make a difference. Watch for context. Right? It's like a 5, 7, 8 minute part. Go back, find it, or wait for YouTube to put automatic chapters or whatever and watch it. I actually advise you watch it first, without waiting, because I do believe it's going to give you context so you don't get absolutely wrecked and so you can understand exactly what I'm saying. Okay, Crypto Greek. Ndaxi Magamu. All right. More chest picks. Poor views on Paul. I think Paul's going to do well. It's an AI coin, but I currently got out of it because of the reason I just explained. I would rather, with position sizing, have a bigger position in this narrative at play. What do you think about the linear coin? So that's another thing, all right? That's another thing we can talk about because MetaMask, will be having an airdrop, right? We'll be having an airdrop. So this is confirmed by their CEO, MetaMask will have an airdrop, and they are going to be using Linear Chain. Linear Chain is their chain. It's MetaMask's chain, right? Because MetaMask, Linear, it's all part of Consensus, big-ass company with massive amounts of funding. So when I was talking about Linear back in the day, I was saying get into Foxy, get into Linux as a linear play, and then we said Brett and some other things for the base because I do believe these two will battle between themselves. And it was the right call at the wrong time. I expected things to happen faster. It looks like they're happening now. And now you have the linear coin, which I bought and I'm holding some, but you also have the airdrop from MetaMask, and it may have to do with what you did in linear. So if we are lucky, because we got in early with linear, with the Foxy coin and so on, we might get a bigger airdrop. And if this airdrop is probably going to be a massive airdrop as well, both these airdrops, Aster and the Mask token, these will be bigger than Uniswap. And we made massive bank with Uniswap in 2017, 2018, whenever that was. So pay attention to this stuff. I actually released a video on this as well. Make sure you check out that video. Also, right, there is a warning for the USA not to use it. You will have to use a UPN, choose Colombia. Okay, so if you're gonna buy Aster, even though you should be able to use it in the US, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's your, it could be your malware, if you have Malwarebytes installed or something, I don't know. But if you do have a problem, you can use a VPN, yes. If you're here getting value, hit the like button. Thank you, I would appreciate it. That's what Jennifer of the Sea says. Hello, Jennifer, how are you doing? Would you hold Arweave? I'm not holding Arweave, so no, but you can't hold every single coin. That's the thing. Again, position sizing, right? You can't just hold every single coin because if you have $100 of each coin, if you get a 10, 20x, even on a few of them, it's nothing. It's like 1,000, 2,000. But if you're holding less, let's say 5,000, then if that 10x is 25K, it makes a difference on your portfolio. So you kind of have to balance that out, if that makes sense. I will watch for context. Thanks. You're welcome. Ayush says, should we get into Didix? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know about Didix or Didix or whatever it is. Let me check what that is. Let's see if you bring something to our attention that we don't know about. Okay, so it's another, okay, it's trading. I see it's the same thing, or it is that narrative, or it may be that narrative. Let's have a look here. Doesn't look the same, not sure if it is the same. We'll have to do more research, but it might be. It is. So it's the same, so it's basically the same thing, but what, is it on another chain though? Let's have a look here. Yeah, so it's the same narrative. I'm just not sure what chain it is on. Anytime, anywhere, on chain. Yeah, is it on ETH? I don't know. Will it be able to beat? Will it be able to beat hype if it's on? Let's have a look. I mean, no. Why am I saying no, though, at this point? If this is the coin, this price action is complete shit. And I'm not seeing it pump with the rest of them with the narrative. So I would wait if it breaks 80 cents. And then if it does break 80 cents and you see the narrative going up as a whole, but it broke, then maybe. And let me take that back, not 80 cents. I would say $1. So if it 2x's, and I know, oh my God, you're buying higher. Yes. If it 2x's, I would start paying attention to it. And if the rest of the narrative is also going up, then yes, maybe I would consider getting into it. If that makes sense. Do I have an invite code for Aster? Yes, I do. It's right at the top of the chat. Let me right at the top. Look. If you go to the top of the chat, it's right here. But it's also in the description of the video. So here, let me grab this for you, I guess. So this is the code 8VFAWN. All right, so if you could use that code, I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Someone said there's no need for a VPN in the US. Thank you, Jennifer. That was my understanding. Maybe you need one from Canada, or maybe he was talking about something else, because I do understand that Aster DEX, you don't need a VPN. It's actually available in the US. It's one of the things I like about it. Because the other one, when it comes to hype, maybe he was talking about the hype or hyper foundation, it's Chinese. So, or Korean or something. So that might have had a bit of an issue. But generally speaking, when it comes to the US, Aster is it. And it just makes sense with US cryptocurrencies now. Hey Paul, do you have any invite code? Yes. Okay. What DEX would you recommend for a beginner? I'm still using exchanges. Look, all my recommendations. Well, first of all, try out Aster DEX and try out Hyperliquid, right? Number one. Number two, also have a look at like some decentralized exchanges as well if you're a beginner. You know what? I take that back. Try Aster DEX as a beginner. I'll tell you why. First of all, it's safer and it's the future, perpetual DEX. Number two, it will teach you more faster. You will start using wallets like MetaMask and so on and connecting. You will learn faster. Number three, you're going to be organically or actually doing stuff. You might actually get the airdrop. So use Aster DEX. Use the link on the top of the chat. Use Aster DEX. That's the one I recommend. But also check out Hype and so on, right? For a person in 70% loss currently, is it better to double down or wait till the next bull run, Paul? Old fella, I would double down on the narrative I just mentioned with some of the coins you lost. If you are in the States, those losses count against taxes. If not, doesn't matter. I would pull in like small amounts that are not running or look like they won't run in this cycle. We've already talked about some of those. I already told people to get out of them. They have not. Maybe look at what I'm saying and get out of them and pile them all into Aster DEX or something like that. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you're converting and you're not doubling down, you actually have no loss if you think about it. Only tax benefits. Because if you convert from a coin or coins into one, you take the loss over there. But this one, you probably don't have to get taxed until it goes up and you actually sell. And then you have a chance for it to go up and you're actually quadrupling, but you're not really putting in new money. So it's your chance to make some back, if that makes sense. He was probably in the wrong coins. There is no need for a VPN. Yeah. Thanks, Paul. Okay, I'll screenshot the message and post it to Paul's X. Thank you very much. Thoughts on Shiba dog with hat? I mean, we were in dog with hat. We told you that Shiba won't run as hard. We got out of dog with hat when the meme season was over. We got back in and got out again when it was over. Why are you barking up old trees? Get into this narrative. Hey, I know you're talking about Aster. Paul, can you give me an opinion about DX? No, because I'm not really into DXRP, or I'm not really into the XRP ecosystem. I know I made a sponsored video about it, and disclosed and told you that it's sponsored. And I did say that I don't even know if that is it. Is that the video? If DXRP, if it's the one I did, I can tell you about it. If it's not, then I have no idea what it is. So give me a second. Let me just check something out on my channel. And then I will talk about it if I need to. But as you know, I'm not fond of XRP in general. Let's see here. This one is DXRP. Yeah. So I did talk about DXRP already. And look, if XRP does well as a narrative play, DXRP may do well. I'm not an expert on it. I don't particularly like XRP. But if XRP starts breaking out, which it will at some point, I think it will get to $4 to $6 in this or $4 to $7 in this bull run. Towards the end, if it is a continuation, then it may actually do well. But I'm not an XRP guy, like if that makes sense. Just send post. Okay. Thank you very much. Also, right. What about virtuals? I'm holding virtuals for my AI agent narrative play. So I'm still holding virtuals. I'm still holding Cookie. I'm still holding these plays that I had more investment in. I just got out of the small ones and compiled them together for a bigger play, if that makes sense. All right. So it's not that I got out of everything and didn't buy anything else. ADA we're not looking at. It's not part of our portfolio right now. I made 6x on Apex, but had very small bag. Should I hold? Don't know what a very small bag is compared to the rest of your portfolio. Can't answer that question. But if you are in profit, maybe if it's very small and there's no reason to, it just proves my point that you have to have size positioning, right? I'm not an XRP guy. Takes shirtless pics anyway. Yeah. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So anyway, are there any more questions? Let me drink some soda while you're asking questions. Again, we'll be in Dubai end of October with Akon. Checking out the show at Blockchain Life. There is a code in the description down below where you can get 50 or 60% off the tickets. And for those of you in Dubai, I'll be there till mid-November checking out the scene. Driving a Corvette. Why a Corvette? Because that's the one they give me. Maybe they give me a Lambo. If I ask for a Lambo, maybe they give me a Lambo. But I do don't like a Corvette. Superverse, I have a very small position. I would get out of it, but I can't be bothered. Like I can't be bothered to find my wallet and use it. I'm keeping my Superverse in pixels just in case it's a gaming run, so I don't like have to run back. But yeah, it might make sense. Plasma, I'm not in it. BSV or Aster, man, come on. I mean, it just makes sense, right? And you're talking to somebody that knows BSV very, very, very well. But I told you back then that Bitcoin's going to win. And it looked like it was winning, and we made better on Bitcoin, and it won. And then everyone talking about which is the real Bitcoin, I said it doesn't matter because consensus, because what most people will choose, even if it's the perceived real Bitcoin, that's going to be the one that's going to win, and that won. So, I mean, I loved Wright. I mean, Craig Wright. I loved him. I thought he was a very intelligent guy. I've interviewed him a couple of times on my channel, but like it's right now it failed. Will it make a comeback? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's kind of like the same thing with Hex and with whatchamacallit, with well, not Hex as much, but with come on, man. I even forgot the name. Fuck's wrong with me? Come on, man. What is the chain? Pulse chain, right? I told you guys, as soon as Richard Hart stopped talking about it, it was gone. And even if it does it again, it's going to be very hard to make a comeback. And I was telling everyone to get out. And oh my God, but you, Paul, you were a 555 and you're letting it go. Well, yeah, you have to admit and you have to know when to go. We made massive amounts of money with Hex, not so much with Pulse Chain. And we got out. We jumped ship. I'm still holding some because obviously I'm not going to go sell everything, but I'm not expecting it to do anything. If it does something, great. XPL that gave $10,000 airdrops to people that provided $1 liquidity and also on their Discord. Interesting. Oh man, but back in the day it used to be so much more easy. You just hold, like, you just had a wallet and suddenly you had an airdrop. Now you have to do shit. Paul, 5 coins max with decent size positioning. Cut the other ones out. Bitcoin, Sol, Sui, Hype, and Aster, 50%. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not going to get into details, but not bad. I'd say that's a worthy portfolio. I'm out of the market because of crypto fraud. I'm not sure what you mean, but there's fraud in all markets. Just crypto is crypto. Here's what I'm going to say something right now. People are going to fucking hate me. There's more fraud in crypto because of deregulation. And I'm not a regulation guy. Fuck regulations. I'd rather it be like the Wild West. But when there's less regulation and uncredited investors that don't know what the fuck they're doing, there's going to be more fraud. There's going to be more loss. There's going to be more people losing their shirt because most people in crypto don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's why there's credited, uncredited investors. That's why there's limitations. That's why there's regulations. And yes, I understand that it's your money. You can do what you want with it, but don't complain after, right? And that's how it is. So, generally speaking, yes, there's a lot of fraud in crypto, and there's a lot of shit in crypto, and you know, you gotta choose your path. If you don't want regulations and you want the wild, wild west, guess what? In cowboy days, you could get shot very easily for no reason. And now, you know, it's not so easy. There's a couple of people around the block here and there that might shoot you, but it's very hard because there's regulation on firearms and there's laws, right? So it all depends where you want to live and how you want to live it. You want to be an alpha male? You're responsible for your own life and your own investments? Guess what? It's going to be harder. You might get scammed. But there's more money to make if you get it right. But you're basically taking it from everyone else who's losing money. And for every money, every dollar you make when in crypto markets or in markets generally, somebody loses a dollar. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Do I think Plasma is a good pick? Nope. I don't, but that's just me, and I might be talking a bit too fast because I haven't looked at it lately, but why would that change? My opinion on it is the same as it is now. Waiting for the bear market, think I'm late to the party. Well, then just wait for the bear market. 2026 should be in. Let's see what happens. All right. Any more questions? Let's get questions here for the Factor fam. Questions for the Crypto Factor. Give me the questions. Again, if you want to follow me on Instagram and see pictures of me without my shirt on. And I don't know, me dancing. Greek music. If this interests you, or me revving a car. Yeah, if this interests you, then follow me. Follow me on birds. If you like bird pics, if you like pictures of birds, I got the best bird pics in crypto. Then follow me at MCPaulD on Instagram. It's in the description down below, I think. If not MCPaulD, don't go to any fake accounts. Or if you want to know something more alpha-ish, then follow me on Twitter, also MCPaulD, or X, also MCPaulD. Both are verified. Don't go to no scam accounts. Bitenza is a good AI project that could do well. I'm not in it, but I'm not telling you it's bad. I'm telling you that it could actually do well. I don't have any price targets for Fartcoin. I actually got out of Fartcoin into Aster. So far, it's been paying off. Is the top already in? We don't know, but I doubt it. I don't know what Shido is. Will I be taking profits on a new narrative after a big bump? Yes, I will be taking profits. On Aster, profits at $4, profits at $9. In between manually taking profits, and then I've set profit takings on Bluefin and everything else. I just don't know the levels. I can't remember them off by heart. But in our group, we could go through it, James. This is so cool. I love the vibe. Thank you so much. Stay locked in. How do you buy Bluefin, Paul? Might book a one-on-one with you. By the way, would love to do a one-on-one with you. It would be awesome meeting you. So much fun meeting people on one-on-ones, by the way. Bluefin, I just bought it on MEXC. I bought it on MEXC, but it's also available on Pionex if you're using, was it Pionex? Let me check real quick. It's available on MEXC, and I think it's available in Hyperliquid. Yeah, it's also Pionex. Let me just have a look real quick. Let me give you a quick answer. Give me a second. Give me a second here. So Bluefin, obviously you can buy the Bluefin, their DEX. But you can buy it on Cetus, on Binance Alpha, BitGetGate, MEXC, KuCoin, LBank, and more. That's about it. So it's pretty early. I just go in on MEXC. And if you wanna go to any of these exchanges and look at the exchanges I actually use and the wallets I actually use, if you go to cryptofactor.net, this is cryptofactor.net. This is my website, by the way. And if you come here and you go to my resource section right here, you'll see everything I use and tools. Like, for example, the factor line, I built this. You can see essential resources I use over here, webinars and so on. You can see the exchanges, my debit card. You can see a whole bunch of stuff. By the way, I'm probably going to take this out and replace it with this one. So if you do get a debit card, use UPay. And generally speaking, you can see the exchanges and everything I use. So there you go, cryptofactor.net. Very easy to go to. Love this, you're killing it, chat. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you. Locked in. Bluffing also in the Sui wallet, slush. Bluffing or betting? Bluefin. Okay. So when you invest in crypto, because a lot of people go direct, let me give you some super alpha advice here. A lot of people try to double down on coins that are going down, but not doubling up on coins that are going up. So a lot of times you see a coin pump, like Aster, and it went from like 40 cents all the way to 60 cents, and everyone's like, it's too late now. I was doubling down because it was a clear winner. It looked like momentum, it had volume, it was a clear winner. I believe the narrative. It was a calculated risk I took. But a lot of people keep buying the dip on shit coins, and they keep buying and it goes down more and buying and it goes down, and it goes in a spiral. And it's just the same in trading. You revenge trade. So let me tell you a little story. This might help you. I went to the casino the other day. All right, I went to the casino and I said to myself, and this is very interesting, just pay attention, this is very important. So I went to the casino and I said to myself, I'm going to spend 1,000 euros, about 1,300, whatever, $1,400. So I took 1,000 euros in cash with me. I had 2,000 euros with me generally. I left $1,000 in my beach house and took $1,000 cash with me. Okay, because I said that's how much I'm going to lose. The most I'm going to lose is that. I wanted to, my plan was to play 500 euros and win, or play 500 euros, lose it, and go to the strip club or somewhere else with the rest of the money. Okay, that was full transparency. That was my plan. Okay, I hope my girlfriend's not watching this stream, but that was my plan. Now, I went to the casino. I was with my nephew. And I was winning in the beginning, then I was winning in the beginning, but then I lost the 500. I said, okay, I have this other 500, let's just play that. So I played that and I lost that. The mistake I made was I took my debit card with me. I took my UPay debit card. Now my UPay debit card is a $100,000 limit on it. But ATM, I wasn't sure of the limit. Now I already pulled out 2,000 euros earlier in the day. It let me pull out another 1,000 euros in total, 600 and 400. That's another 1,400. And I lost all that shit. And I lost that because I spiraled out of control and I didn't have the mindset to stop, to take profits, to do this. I spiraled out of control. Same thing happens if guys, they go crazy for a girl and the girl starts ghosting them, or a relationship goes sour and suddenly she's like holding back and you start messaging and stuff. You're in a spiral and you lose control and you lose the girl because attraction fails. It's the same thing here. You don't want to play on that mindset. So I lost that shit, and then the next day I went back and lost another 350 euros. This time I only took 350 euros with me though. So effectively, what was my loss? Now, a lot of you would probably say, Paul, you lost 2,000 euros the first day and 350 euros the second day. There's a total of 2,350 euros, okay? But that's not true. I actually lost 2,350 minus the 1,000 and the 350 that I was going to lose anyway, so around 1,500. Or 1,000, euros, right? Or let's say that I was going to do 500. So yeah, 1,500 because I didn't want to play the 500. That was a strip club. So I wanted to lose 1,000, ended up losing 2,350. But I would have lost 1,000, let's say anyway. All right. So do the math here. But that's exactly the same thing when you trade or when you get into cryptocurrency. So you get into a trade, it goes down, you're like, I'm going to double down, and it goes down again, oh shit, I'm going to go all in. Or your stop loss hits, you get pissed off, you get in, and you start chasing another coin, and generally speaking, you start losing your shit and spiraling out of control. And the best thing to do is just to fucking stop and take a step back. And it's very much like gambling. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret now. I had a small gambling problem. I love to gamble. Guys, I love to gamble. Or I used to love to gamble. And one of the things that took me out of gambling was getting into crypto, because I fulfilled that rush with crypto. When you are an addict in something, you can never get over it. The only thing you can do is replace it with something else. And I'm an obsessive person. When I get obsessed with something, I get obsessed with gym, whatever, I get obsessed with something. I just get obsessed. So the same dangers in gambling apply to crypto, even though it's investing. We call it investing. It's not. It's basically gambling. It's just more calculated gambling, if that makes sense. It's kind of like poker, but Texas Hold'em. So you kind of have to draw the line somewhere and understand when to take a loss and when to get the fuck out and stop doubling down. And, if you're winning at something, if you're winning in, let's say, Texas Hold'em, or blackjack or whatever your thing is, stick to it. Don't go play something else after and revenge trade that, because that's what happened to me. So I don't know if I'm probably not the most articulate example of a story here, but you get my drift. You get obsessed and you can revenge trade and lose your shit. You can double down on coins and it keeps on dipping and you keep on hoping and praying. And that's what I was doing on roulette. I was like, 20, let's just put it on 20. And at the end, I was like, okay, I got this. I just put everything on 20. And meanwhile, I was paying 20, 23, 21. And I put everything on 20 and 21 came out. So yeah, I was even fucking unlucky on that, right? So you kind of have to do that and find you have to be very careful. If you say, I'm going to, I don't want to put more than I'm willing to lose. Fine example right there. Does that make sense? Anyway, regardless, maybe that was a shitty explanation. I don't know where I was going with it, but you get the drift. Somebody's sitting, okay, why are we shilling this coin? I'm going to look at this coin before I shill it by accident because someone keeps on mentioning it. Yeah, so Pixie coin chart looks like complete fucking shit. And the guy shilling it in the chat should be ashamed of himself. Why does this look good? You're shilling this. It looks like complete shit. It's $99.59 down, percent down. It's down. It says no. It's below its fucking breathing point over here. It's not even in a coma. It's fucking dead. Grasping for. It's just dead. And you're shilling this coin to trying to get me to talk about it. Okay, congratulations. I'm talking about it. It's complete shit. And you should be ashamed of yourself. So if anybody mentions Pixie again, they're getting banned from the channel. All right, so there's a whole bunch of people talking about this coin. Pixie is a scam. Somebody take a picture of, somebody take a snippet of this video and put it on Twitter or somewhere. Pixie is a complete scam. They're using scam marketing. They're using fake accounts, bots, or users with fake accounts, whatever, to shill Pixie. It's a complete scam. The price looks like shit. This is the price of Pixie. They're trying to make you buy this shit. It's complete fucking shit, and they should be ashamed of themselves. The Crypto Factor says Pixie is pixie dust, but not in a good way. It doesn't make you sprinkle or do magic. You just fucking, you sneeze, you're like, achoo, and it just burst of shit comes out on your monitor because it's complete fucking shit. You wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, and you're poor, or you will be poor if you touch that coin. How's that? How's that? Did you like that? No resistance, only lift off. What are you talking about? It's full. There's no more. It's full of resistance. The only look. The resistance was from conception. It started here and it's all the way here. There's no resistance because there's no support. It's an abyss of fucking shit. Pixie on Solana. Am I looking at the wrong coin? Okay, wait. I might be looking at the wrong coin. Maybe I fucked up. Give me a second. Okay, wait. Did I totally smash the wrong coin? Give me a second. Are you talking about this one? Are you talking about minus? Come on, give me a break here. There's something wrong here. Either I'm looking at the wrong coin, or you're complete idiots, or I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong coin. I don't know. It's ridiculous. No, don't worry about muting anyone, man. It's too many people talking about this coin. It's just it's this fucking noob marketing that people do. Guys, look, if you want to like shill a coin, like why are you making it so obvious? I don't get it. Like you're completely you can't even be discreet about it. You just go and you try to like pull it out. I might be looking at the wrong coin. That's not the right. Well, which is the right Pixie? Pixie the Bitcoin mascot. There's no such thing as a Bitcoin mascot. It's just a made-up thing, and there's no CEO to say no. Wait. All right, I think I found it. Wait. This is I don't usually do this, but this is fun. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at, right? Let's see. Is that the one? Let's go back here. This is the one. Bitcoin's fairy mascot. You can't even say you didn't even give me the right title here. Pixie price. All right. So this just launched. So there's absolutely no technical analysis we can do here. Why is the chart looking good to you? It came up here and it looks like everyone's dumping on you. I would wait for a bounce, and I would wait for it to break this highs, or I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's up 143%. Yes, I get that, and maybe it does better. There's no info in it. It's Bitcoin's fairy mascot, but it's on Solana. It's not even on Bitcoin. You could have at least used an SRC20 or even a BRC20. No, man, meme coin, I wouldn't touch it, man. It's low liquidity, probably palm, people will dump on you. I wouldn't touch it. But yeah, okay. It wasn't as bad as the other coin, at least. All right, where was I? Let's go back. Let's go back to the, where was I here? Okay, Matthew, there's no resistance, only takeoff. If you're talking about whatchamacallit, Pixie, whatever, that's because there's no price history. So, oh no, you're talking about something else. Okay, Bluefin. Yeah, Bluefin. Bluefin's pretty cool. Thoughts on Coinbase making a coin? I don't think they will, or I don't know that they are. Sorry about that. All the Pixie people are pissed off now. Look, it's a new coin. Maybe it does well. Okay, come on. It's a new coin. Maybe it does well. I mean, I was a bit too harsh. And maybe it does well. It's a meme coin. Be extremely careful with it. I wouldn't touch it right now, just because there's a narrative play we talked about in this video. But okay, fair enough. At least you're coming and you're talking in live streams and whatever. I would do it a bit differently when it comes to marketing. I'm a marketeer in my life. But I get it. But if I see any spam comments in my comment section after, like 1,000 Pixie comments or something, then I'm just going to call it a scam next time. Just because I'm pissed off at that stupid marketing. But okay, I'm not going to say anything. You guys made a project. It's taking off. Right now it's going down. I want to see it break this level zeros over here before I even look at it, but I won't be looking at it anyway because I don't think it's the right time for meme coins. I'm suspecting this is a meme coin because it's a mascot. It's a pump swat, so yes, that's the case. Bitcoin mascot on Solana doesn't make sense for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense. But you know, I was a bit too harsh, but it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. If you're gonna have a Bitcoin mascot, it has to be on the Bitcoin chain. You can do that with ordinals. You can do that with BRC20s. Sheesh, you can do it with SRC20s in the UXO of Bitcoin, right? So it doesn't make sense. Paul, I'm holding fetch at 0.78, fall at 80, long-term price prediction because I want to move. You should move to Aster in my opinion. In my personal opinion, from these two coins, you should move to Aster right now and maybe take profits on the way back. That's just my personal opinion, not financial advice. Thoughts on Coinbase? I don't like Coinbase as an exchange. If they're making a coin, I don't know, but Pepe still going to do well? I don't know. Meme coins. No, we're not. We love you. Paul, a little help here. Hey, Paul. If I stole, you're welcome. What do you mean? Help in what, man? Oh, I just answered you, bro. I just answered. Anyway, thank you very much. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you. Good luck with your projects. Good luck with your portfolios. Good luck with your trading. I'll see you at Blockchain Life. The link's in the description down below. For me, if you want to get into Aster Dex, check out the link. Might be able to get the airdrop. Don't miss tomorrow's video. Vital video tomorrow. Do not. This is financial advice. Do not miss tomorrow's video. Okay? And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.